I'm Saturday hauling for you guys today, and I'm going to go ahead and start off with a couple skincare repurchases. I got 2 more bottles of the Biopeptine Eye Care Cream from Swanee Coco, and I purchased this off of the SoCo Glam website. I am on my 3rd bottle of it, so that was my last backup. So I went ahead and I got 2 more because they are doing 30% off of their website. So this is kind of like an eye serum for me, and it comes in a 20 milliliter tube like this, and I use it underneath a heavier eye cream. So I put this on first, kind of like an eye serum, because it's quite light, and then at nighttime I like to use a Strivectin eye cream over the top, and then during the day I'm still using the Saturday Skin Vitamin C cream. So I've actually got that combination underneath my concealer today, and I just love it for the hydration that it gives for my eyes. And I do feel like there's like a slight improvement in the amount of dryness that's in my skin, and then with that improved hydration comes, you know, softening of fine lines and stuff like that. So I just really like to use this for an eye serum, again, both morning and night, and I was on my last tube, so I got 2 more since they were doing 30% off on the website. And I like that they have the expiration on the bottle here too. So it says 2024, so I may actually grab 2 more tubes of this because they're having such a good sale. But I love this product from Swanee Coco. And then a quick mention, I'm still using the Curology with the tretinoin 0.04% is what I've got. I use this every single night as a treatment product with a vitamin A retinol in it. I'm contemplating emailing them to up the percentage of the tretinoin because I've been using the 0.04 for quite a while. We'll see if I decide to up it, but I just wanted to mention that I got another bottle of the Curology with the tretinoin because I'm still using that. And then I did purchase 2 more of the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow in the shade medium. This is what I've got on my brows today with a brow powder. I've kind of been filling them in with a brow powder recently and then just doing 1 coat of the eyebrow gel. And I just love this product. It's getting harder and harder to find. I really hope that they don't discontinue it, but I got these 2 at Ulta and they were on sale too. So I'm like, since it's getting harder to find and these were on sale, are you guys discontinuing this? Because it's a really, really good brow product and I just really love it. So that's the Easy Breezy Brow from CoverGirl, and I got the shade medium on. And then I also got 3 more pairs of the Kiss Lash Couture in the matte black faux mink collection. So I had hauled these a couple weeks back and I've actually worn them, I think, in my last 2 or 3 videos. I've got the Eyelure Splendor eyelashes on right now, so I don't have these ones on, but I love this eyelash and I like to cut off like 3 chunks from the end there. So that's about what I wear when I do wear them, but it's got a really soft band and they just are like, they're really long eyelashes, which I like to fly away with my eyelashes. So they're just a little bit more wispy and they kind of go out a little bit more as opposed to like curling upwards. So I really like the style. So I got 3 more of them because I only had 1 pair. And then I did notice, I kind of thumbed through the lashes in the store because I found that the lashes were really inconsistent when I was grabbing them. So the first one I grabbed, I was looking at and I was like, this does not look like the one that I already bought. And then I went through a couple more to get to the ones that are more piecey and wispy, because the initial pair that I got, and maybe they just packaged it wrong, I'm not sure, but it did not look anything like this style. So this is what the pair that I like are, and they're the matte satins again. So I'd really kind of check over the lashes because they do sometimes can vary in what they look like in the packaging. So anyway, that's from Kiss, and those are the Lash Couture Matte Black Faux Mink Collection Matte Satin eyelashes, and I got 3 more pairs of those guys. And then I placed an order on the Selfridges website because I really wanted to try the new Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Concealer. And on Selfridges, it's $60 some, and then everywhere else in like the States is $90. So I went the Selfridges route because that's a substantial amount of money that you're saving, and I do pay the $50 a year to get free shipping through Selfridges for a year. But I got the shade 0C0 Bear, which seemed to be the lightest shade that I could see on the website. It's this guy right here. And again, it's 0C0. This is like a light to medium color range. This is way, way, way too dark for me. When I originally put it on, I was like, this is just going to be way too dark for a concealer. Like, didn't even match my face makeup close at all. So I had to mix it with my lightest concealer to even get it to work the first time that I had worn it. And I didn't really like the way that it looked underneath my eyes. And I can't tell exactly if it's the formulation of this concealer. The concealer that I mixed it with was the Kosas concealer, which I absolutely love. So I thought it would be a good match. I used the 0.5 shade in the Kosas, and I love that concealer by itself. It's wonderful. I've also mixed other concealers with the Kosas and like it as well, but I didn't really care for what it looked like with this concealer underneath my eyes. And I won't be able to tell if it's this concealer or not because I just can't wear it by itself because, again, it's like a light medium in terms of the shade range. So it's got 0.18 fluid ounces of product in here. And I love the packaging. It's nice and weighty, and you can see the shade through it right there. Very pretty Tom Ford packaging. And then it's got a doe foot applicator like that. And then I'll swatch it right there. And I do think as well that it slightly oxidizes. If anything, I thought it was interesting because my under eyes felt a little dry when I had mixed the Kosas with that. And the Kosas is a quite comfortable hydrating type of concealer. So I'm thinking by itself, this is probably a little bit on the drying side, but you can kind of see even when I blended it out there, it's starting to deepen a little bit as well. And it's just much too dark for underneath my eyes. It feels really silicone heavy as well. The ingredients, yeah, it says water, and then the second ingredient is dimethicone. Yeah, a lot of silicones in this concealer, which sometimes I don't mind depending on the formulation, but this one feels extra kind of silicone-y, and that isn't always my favorite. But let me swatch it next to like the Kosas 0.5 for reference. So this is 0.5 N from Kosas, just so you guys can get an idea of the shade. So there's the 0.5 from Kosas. And then let me grab another favorite from Rare Beauty too. So here's the 160C from Rare Beauty. And this is lighter as well than the Tom Ford. But I love this Rare Beauty concealer too. And that's the 160 right there. I'm going to go ahead and try it with a couple other of my lighter concealers just to see if I can't get some use out of it. But it is much too deep for me. That is not a light shade at all. And again, that's the 0C0 shade. And then next up, I placed an order on the Glisten Cosmetics website, which I believe they are based out of the UK. So it's this brand right here. They do really nice water activated cake eyeliners. I actually don't use water with them though. They mix really well with the By Mario makeup mixing medium. And that still can smudge if my eyes water a lot, but I tend to wear these cake liners more so in the wintertime because I'm not outside as much. And when I'm outside, like in the summer and stuff, I mean, I'll just have tears running down my face. So this would be probably smudged all over my face. So I typically wear my cake liners more in the kind of fall winter time. But I love cake liners because of the fluidity that you can give and the sharp lines that you can get and the fun colors too. And I didn't know that they had single pans. And I thought it would be super fun to have them all in a palette, you know, with my shades instead of having to open up each little jar to even look at them. I can just pick the shade in a palette like type of thing. And you get a pretty good discount when you buy the pans too. So I got one of the 9 pans. I pulled them out of here because I put them in another palette so they're all together. And then I got one of the 4 pans, and then I purchased the black in a single because I wanted the black in there as well. But you get a discount again when you build a palette, and they're having, I want to say right now, 35% off on their website. Is they're part of their Black Friday deal. So the single that I got comes in here, and I've actually got on this liner. It would be this one right here. So this is one of their splits, and this side is a deep kind of emerald green and that side's a black. And what I really like about the split liners is I can customize the depth of them. So I purchased I don't know how many greens trying to get this blackened green shade, and it's always either a little bit too light or it's just not the right blackened green that I'm looking for. Well, this one is. So this is actually the winged liner that I have on top of my lashes today, and I love the color of it. So I've got a couple of the splits in here with the black, so I can do that with quite a few of them. And I love that I can adjust the depth because they're a split liner. I will say with these singles, I can't exactly tell you which one is which because there's no names on the back. And I would have to look on the website to see, but I think you can kind of see, they show up pretty true to color, I think, on the website. But this is the black that I purchased as a single right there. That's a split. I've been wearing this split a lot. Actually, in quite a few of my videos where you see like a purple or a blue liner, it's these Glisten Cosmetics liners. But I thought I would mention them because I did get 13 of them, and I put them in this magnetic palette here just for ease of use and switching colors and stuff. But again, I really enjoy cake liner. I never did find that perfect mixing medium that mixes well with cake liners that has that like waterproof longevity to it. still on the hunt. I don't know, maybe it just doesn't exist because with that longevity waterproof factor, it just won't like mix in with the cake liner or something. You're supposed to use water. Some mixing mediums that I've tried to mix into these will create a film over the top, so you kind of got to watch what you try to mix them with. The Makeup by Mario one has been my favorite that I've found so far. If you really like get them wet, they will smudge with the Makeup by Mario too, but not as easily if you just use water. So that's kind of how I like to use them, and I love the freestyle system with these cake liners. They had a couple that weren't being sold in the single pans, like this one's called Spooked, and it's like a burgundy and a green. And then they had this jack-o'-lantern shade too, which is a black and an orange. So they got some really fun liner colors on the Glisten Cosmetics website. They had a palette. I think they're coming back into stock with it soon too, that is a little cow head, and it's got, I think, 9 cake liners in it. I wanted to get it, but it was sold out by the time that I made it to the website. This one's a really good one too. It's called Red Velvet. That's one of the splits. And then one that I'd worn a ton before I got the single pan is the Royals. It is such a pretty liner. I got this one in the single pan too, but this is the purple you guys seen me wear in quite a few of them. This is Wine Time. And on the packaging it says designed in London. So Glisten Cosmetics is based out of the UK, but I believe the products, it does say like this little sleeve here, it says made in the PRC, designed in London, made in the PRC. So I believe the actual products are made in the PRC. I also placed an order on the Glam Light website for some of the Michaela collaboration products. I got the eyelashes, and these are the style Code Orange, and I already trimmed them down to fit my eye, but these are really nice little eyelash, and they are also doing, I just got an email from them, they're doing I think 40% off the entire website for Black Friday. So that's a pretty good savings, and I'm thinking about grabbing a couple more of these particular eyelashes in the style, again, Code Orange, because they are really pretty little fanned out eyelashes. Again, I trimmed off the corners to use them as a half lash like I like, but really nice little eyelashes right there from the Michaela collection and Glamlite. And again, those are Code Orange. These are made, it says designed in the USA, made in China. I also got the Michaela highlighter, and this is 0.17 ounces of product, or 5 grams, and this is also made in China. So this is the box packaging, and it comes in the cardboard magnetic closure style. There's a little mirror in there, and this is a really pretty highlighter, but I do have a little bit of issues, just like the one that I got from their the Booze collection. I have to wet my brush a little bit, which one of you guys actually recommended that to me, to get the product on my brush and then put a spritz of like face mist on there and then put it on, and that does work really well. So I do that with this shade as well to get it to really kind of adhere to my cheekbones. But the shade itself is really pretty. It's a light champagne color, very shiny. And again, it's a really pretty shade, and it looks nice on the skin, but I prefer to spritz it again with face mist when it's on the brush and then put it on for the best kind of finish on my skin, because it's dry on the top of my cheekbones, and this particular formulation doesn't adhere quite as well by itself. But that is the Michaela Glam Light pressed highlighter right there. And then I also got the 30 color eyeshadow palette. I really do like the Glam Light formulation. Their shimmer shades are just really foily and sparkly, and their mattes are pigmented and they blend really well. So I did go ahead and get the eyeshadow palette. This is the box for it. There is a total of 36 grams or 1.26 ounces of product. So each shade would be just over a gram each. And then this is also made in China. And here's the actual packaging. It's got like a little sequin motif in the cover there. And then there is the back. And then you do have a pretty good sized mirror in there. And then here are your shades. So I'm going to attempt, let's try to swatch all of these for you guys and see if I can't fit them all on my arm, or at least on the side. But again, I really do like this formulation from Glamlite. It's the same type of formulation that was in the Booze palettes, which is very pretty as well. I just can't remember the name of that collection off the top of my head, so we're just going to, you know, call it the Booze collection for now. And then these guys. These next four. Such pretty foiled shimmers in these Glam Light palettes. And then this middle row. I would have preferred one or two more lighter shades just for the inner portion of the eye, because I tend to use that same lighter shade each time, because everything is pretty mid-tone in here or deeper. This is the shade that I was talking about. I typically use that purpley shade because it's like the lightest overall shade in the palette. And every other time that I've used this, I have picked out the Aether Beauty Pure Diamond Dust. I can make anything work with Aether Beauty Pure Diamond Dust, I'm telling you. And then these next four here. I think I'm gonna have to go to the, look at that pigmentation though, and that shine, it's so pretty. I'll have to go to the side here of my arm for these. And then this last row. And then these last two shades. Like, these mattes, typically like a blue like this and a purple would be kind of gritty. These are both really, really smooth. I think it's such a pretty palette. So that is the Michaela and Glamlite collaboration. Again, for me, I just wish there was a little bit more lighter shades in there, I guess. But again, Aether Pure Diamond Dust to the rescue. And then I placed an order on the Melt Cosmetics website for a couple pieces from their Amor y Mariposas collection, I believe is what it's called. And oh my gosh, the packaging, the outside packaging, the actual packaging, this whole collection is absolutely stunning. I had to like hold myself back from purchasing the whole thing, but I was like, just get the pieces that you know that you're going to use. So that's what I did. I purchased both of the palettes, and I've got the eyeshadow palette on my eyes today and also one of the blushes. And then I got a gel liner, it is on the waterline. And I also mixed in a little bit of the lipstick with another lipstick, which is on my lips. I had to mix it because I was like, with the eyes and that bright pink, I was like, whoa, tone it down a bit. So that's what I did. But let's go ahead and start off with the blush palette. So this is the Monarca blush palette right here. The packaging again is stunning, and the inside is lined with like a felt. This did kind of put little red fuzzies on the actual packaging too that I had to wipe off, but it's a really pretty touch. So this guy's got 0.56 ounces of product in there, and it is made in the USA. The actual packaging is stunning as well. It is a cardboard with a magnetic closure, so beautiful. And then you've got a mirror in there. The butterfly detailing on this collection is just everything. I love butterflies, so it is such a nice touch. And then here are your 6 blushes. I have got the shade Floor on my cheeks today for a blush, and I just barely tapped my blush brush in there, and it was like, whoa, pigment. That one tap into that blush was enough for both cheeks, and then still I had to like kind of blend it out because it was really, really pigmented. There are, I would say, 4 mattes, which are these two, and then these 2 shades right here have got a shimmer to them. I haven't played around with these 2 shades just yet, but I'm going to toy around with them kind of like in a bronzy aspect, maybe mixing them, because I don't think I could get away with using that even by itself to try to bronze, because again, they're super, super pigmented blushes right here. So let's give you some swatches. It's so hard gonna try to mess up the like butterflies that are embossed in those 3 shades. Oh, I'm gonna try to use the side a little. I'm gonna give you a good swatch. Well, bye bye butterfly. And again, this is the one that I have on my cheeks today. This is one of those collections that's so beautiful. Like, I think in the back of my mind, like, you should get a backup to keep 2 pristines of the blush palette and the eyeshadow palette. And you're like, stop it. But it's one of those type of collections that make you just want to keep it pretty, you know? Because it's so pretty. The packaging's pretty, the embossing, just a stunning collection from Melt. Yeah, so I'm going to toy around with these 2 shades, like mixing them back and forth and maybe trying to bronze up with them. That is the Monarca blush palette right there from the collection. Again, it has got beautiful packaging. And then I got one of the gel liners. I got Colibre. So this is the box packaging. Again, it has that fuzzy detail on the inside. And then the packaging on this has got little butterflies around the cap. Really, really cute packaging again. And this one is, it says Metal Bond Gel Liner. And I was doing my makeup today and I was thinking about how pretty this palette was going to look with that cake liner. So I just went right in to the cake liner, forgetting that I had this gel liner. And so I actually put the gel liner on my waterline, so it's a really deep green, like emerald green color with some sparkle to it. Typically when I use the Melt gel liners that are in the pots like this, I like to mix in Inglot Duraline. There's a blue one that came out with, shoot, I can't remember the collection, but it's like a blue with sparkles in it. It was this collection right here, so this is the shade Steel. And I use the Duraline because when I use them by themselves, I will get them flaking off from using them as a wing. They'll flake off on my cheeks. So mixing Duraline in with them not only makes them a little bit more fluid, granted they're pretty fluid already, but it helps them from cracking and falling off my eyes. So I haven't worn this one as a wing yet, but the consistency feels very on par with the rest of the Melt gel liner formula. So I'm probably going to do the same thing when I use this as a wing, and I'm going to go ahead and mix it with Inglot Duraline to help with like it cracking and falling, like flaking off on my cheeks and stuff like that. But today I do have it on the waterline, and it is lasting really well. I have a little tiny bit of green that transferred in the inner corner that I kind of wiped off with a Q-tip, and a little bit of wear on the outer portion, but it's doing pretty good so far. I've had this makeup on, it's kind of later in the day. I've had this makeup on for probably, I don't know, like 6 hours or so. But let's give you guys a swatch of this one. So again, this is the shade Colibre, and it is a stunning color. And I know a lot of people like to use these kind of as bases as well. I've never used them as bases, but this is such a pretty color. So that is the gel liner in Colibre. I did get one of the lipsticks. I wanted both of the glitter lipsticks, but they were exclusive to the PR box. And I was really sad about that because I wanted especially that corally orange one with the glitters. So I got the Ultra Matte lipstick in Alma Jamila. I hope I did not butcher that, but again, same type of packaging there. And when I opened this up, it looked like my lipstick was kind of leaning to the side. So I pushed it up a little bit further and it just fell right out of the casing. And I was like, no, because the embossing on this is so pretty. So I tried to repair it and put it back inside. But the packaging on this collection, again, is stunning. It's a pretty weighted little magnetic packaging there. And I can only, well, I'll put it all the way up and hope it doesn't fall over, but there's really pretty embossing on this lipstick. And I mixed it in with the Gucci Margaret Candle Flame, so that's what's on my lips today, is this guy mixed in with some of that. And it has a really pretty butterfly embossed on the tip, and I have to kind of apply it like this because the bullet, again, is loose from the casing. I try to put it in there the best that I can, but it's not solid. Usually when lipsticks fall out like that, they never kind of go back to how they were. But this is a silicone matte formula, but it is still a little bit on the drier side in terms of a silicone matte. I haven't worn it by itself just because it was so punchy, but again, I mixed it in with Margaret Candle Flame from Gucci, and that's what's on my lips. But it's a really vibrant, neon, warm, kind of pastel-y, almost pink, corally pink. Really pretty shade there. Yeah, my bullet is going to get so messed up. I'm sad about that. And I still want the glitter lipsticks. But that is the Alma Jamila matte lipstick right there from the collection. And then here is the Amor y Mariposas Pressed Pigment Palette. Beautiful packaging. This guy's got a total of 20 grams or 0.705 ounces of product. So 20 grams, 20 shades. Each shade would be about a gram or would be $1 a piece. And this palette is actually made in Italy. The lipstick is made in the USA and the gel liner is made in Italy. So here is the packaging for the eyeshadow palette. It's got butterflies and hummingbirds and a heart in the center. It's stunning, stunning, stunning. I really am contemplating buying another one of these just to keep pristine. I just need not do that, but I really want to. And then another thing I forgot to mention about the blush palette, those are magnetized inside too, the blushes are, so you can pull them out and put them in other palettes, as well as these eyeshadows. You can remove them. I just love to look at this packaging. It is so beautiful. It's got a big mirror inside with, again, with the butterfly detailing on it. And then the shadows have got butterflies embossed in them as well. Not all of them, but quite a few of them. And then you've got little butterflies scattered throughout the palette. So there are 20 shades in here, and not one of these shades either is light enough to highlight on my skin tone. So I did bring in Wet n Wild Brulee for underneath the brow, and I brought in Pure Diamond Dust for the inner corner. But all the vibrant color shades that you see on my lids are from this palette, and they are beautiful. I thought for sure, because of that pigmentation, they're so rich and saturated, I thought I was going to have an issue with fallout, and I didn't. I mean, I tapped my brush off like I normally do, and I didn't have any fallout with these shadows. I was really happy about that. So I put the Cielito Lindo, I probably butchered that, this first shade right here, mixed in with Pure Diamond Dust on the lid. And then I have got the Nube in the crease, and I blended out with Perla and Abuelita and Mensaje. So that's what I got on, and beautiful formulation. I love this. I hate that I'm ruining these butterflies. See, like, I need another one. Melt actually makes one of my absolute favorite eyeshadow palettes. The neutral one. Oh gosh, the name of it is slipping my mind, but it was one that used to be in the stacks. I love that palette. Aren't these shades beautiful though? Some of them do remind me of the shades that were in the green palette that they did. I can't think today. I can't remember what the name of that one is called either. These guys. Beautiful mattes, beautiful shimmers in here. Is it the 420 palette? I just can't remember. But out of all these shades, I really wish there was just one shade that was a highlighty kind of shade for me. And then these ones. This orange is so punchy. And then these next four. And then these last four. Do you guys hear my dog? He's snoring in the background. Look at the colors, the richness, so pretty. If they have a Wicked Black Friday sale, I might just do it, you guys. I might just get it back up. Because it's one of those things, I just like to look at it. It's so beautiful. This palette is so beautiful, and the quality is just stunning. I'm very happy with it. So that is the Melt Amor y Mariposas Pressed Pigment palette right there. So pretty. And then when I was in Ulta the other day, I saw this Benefit Fire Queen Fluoroscope Bronze Blush and Highlight Palette. And these came out a while ago, but I didn't see them in person. I had ordered the Earth Angel online and really liked that palette. I've actually traveled with it. And so I thought I would go ahead and purchase it because there's some really pretty colors in here. And 3 of them are like limited edition shades. So there is the Benefit Hula Bronzer. Oh, there's a little plastic sheet that's inside the palette there that fell out. But there is the Hula Bronzer, which is like a full-size bronzer. And then you've got these 2 blushes, and for me it's 3 blushes. This is kind of the highlight in the palette, but I've been using it to mix with both the blushes. And just some really pretty products. This is a baked blush. And I'm glad that I picked it up. I've got this Hoola bronzer on today to bronze up my face. And then I'll show it next to Earth Angel as well. Good old Hoola. It's got such a nice undertone though. And here it is next to Earth Angel, which is right here. And Earth Angel has Cookie in it, which is a really shiny, beautiful highlighter. I've actually used this palette, like I said, the Earth Angel, quite a bit. But there's a different formula in there with that kind of baked product. And that's everything that I got in that I purchased this week. I'm trying to like hold off for all the Black Friday sales. That some of them are starting early this year, which is really good because I think that they won't get backed up so quickly. There's some good deals. I have a feeling there's going to be some really good deals. So I'm kind of holding off on some orders to see what kind of deals are available for this next week here. But other than that, I did get into really amazing PR packages. One of them is the new Colourpop collection, and it's called the Roaring Hearts collection. It is this guy right here. So this collection comes with the Roaring Hearts palette, Super Shock Shadow Duos, French Kiss Lip Lacquer, Graphics ink liner, luster dust, and flapper lashes. that's a heck of a name for some lashes. So I'll go ahead and swatch the luster dust. So this is what the box packaging looks like. All Colourpop is made in the USA. So there's 0.109 ounces of product in these guys, and they come in a little sifter style jar. This first one is a Charleston Loose Powder Highlighter, which is the deeper one. This is something I'd use either as a blush topper, or it actually might have enough pigmentation in it to just be a blush on my skin tone. I'm trying to get some out of here. They're very, very sparkly loose powders. And this is, I think these are the first loose kind of sparkly highlighters that I've ever tried from Colourpop. So that's the Charleston one right there. And the other one is called In the Groove. And this is the lighter of the two. This on my skin, I did use it as a highlighter the other day, and it's very subtle in comparison to some of those blinding highlights, but it's soft and kind of like really pretty though. Like very, very smooth powder with a mica kind of base to it. So that one is the In the Groove right there. It's got like a little bit of a champagne sheen to it there. And then here are the flapper eyelashes right here. I like the cases that these come in. These are very natural for kind of my style of lash. I would cut off the outer corner, but they are a pretty lash. They're like wispy and more natural again, for like if you were to compare them next to those Kiss lashes or either these Eyelure Splendors. But those are the flapper lashes. And then there are two Super Shock duos. You've got the Fancy Feathers duo right here. And this comes with Deco Days and Avant Garde. So this first one is a golden shade. It's called Avant Garde. Right there. And the other shade is kind of a rosy champagne shade, and this is Deco Days right here. Like it almost shifts to a, I don't know, it kind of looks in certain lighting, it looks a little more golden, and in other lights it looks a little more pink. So this one is Deco Days. Right there. And the other duo is called Oh That Jazz, and these are deeper shades than the other two. The other two are lighter, and these ones are one kind of mid-tone and then one pretty deep one. So you've got the shade Gin Ricky. And this is like a really pretty silvery kind of taupe shade. So that's Gin Ricky. I don't know why that's funny to me. And then this next one is Golden Age. Oh no, this one is shattered. Let me repress. Tried to repress that, but this is a black with golden shimmers to it. Let me put this down. I don't want to like tip it over and have it fall all over the place. Okay. Right there. So again, it's like a black with golden sparkles in it. And that one again is the shade Golden Age. And then the collection came with these 3 ink liners, which I've never tried. These type of products from Colourpop. I actually think they're a new product for Colourpop. So this is the packaging right here, and there are 3 shades of these. So they are a little inkwell style, which this is like my preferred method of liquid liners, to have a little inkwell. The only difference is this has got a felt tip applicator, and I love a brush tip, but they're pretty like concentrated. So this one is Had to Be You right here, and this is a gold. So I'd use this for kind of like accenting. The felt tip is pretty fine on there, but again, I do kind of prefer a brush tip. So that would be like a little topper one. I would like go over a shadow and kind of pat it out, or if you want to like accent like the outer wing or something like that. And then we have got Party Crush right here, and this is a bronzy shade. I'd use this one the same way as the golden one. So that one is Party Crush right there. And then the last one is Love Fool, and this one is a black, which it's very inky and dark as well. So I'm excited that they're doing liners like this. I hope that they come out with like deeper kind of colorful shades. That's kind of my jam. So those are the 3 new, what are they exactly called again? The Color Graphics ink liners right there. And then there are 8 of these Fresh Kiss lip lacquers in the collection, and I think these feel like maybe they're a new product. I could totally be wrong, but there's 0.21 ounces of product in here, and again there are 8 shades in the collection. So this first one is Speak Easy, and it's in a square style packaging with a doe foot applicator. So this is a nude in Speak Easy. They feel like really pigmented kind of lip glosses. So that one is the Speak Easy shade. And then we have got the shade Brandy right here. So this is the shade Brandy. They have such a high shine. I should put a little bit of this on. It's quite a bit darker. Let's blend it out a little bit. So you can see some shine from it. So that is the shade Brandy right there. And then we have got the shade Cabaret right here. This is Cabaret. And then we've got Scotch Kiss, which is a pinky mauve berry. So that's Scotch Kiss right there. And then we've got the shade On the Ritz, which is another kind of berry shade. You hear those horses. So that's On the Ritz right here. And then there's a red called Sidecar. Ooh, this is like a cherry kind of red. So that's Sidecar right there. And then we've got 2 deeper shades, and then we've got Cherry Lacquer, which is a deep brown. Ooh. This is Cherry Lacquer right there. And then the last shade is called Café de Paris. And it is the deepest one, I think, out of the bunch. It's a really, really rich, deep berry color right there. Those have such a pretty high shine to them. They feel nice on the lips, too. I love some lighter colors in this formulation. So those are the Fresh Kiss lip lacquers from the collection right there. And then lastly, we have got the Pressed Powder Palette in Roaring Hearts, and this palette is beautiful. I wore it a couple times so far. Just really stunning, like classic. It really gave me holiday vibes too with those pretty shiny shades in there. It's a really good one. So this guy has got 0.35 ounces of product across 10 shades. And these are in the larger round style. I like this kind of newish style of packaging from Colourpop. I think this is the only one they've done kind of with this type of layout. There's a mirror in there. And these colors are beautiful. This is a standalone palette for me. There are 4 shimmers, which is this Fancy That. It's like a white gold, but it's bright. This Phonograph, Nightlife, and then Cafe Society. Those are the 4 shimmer shades, and then the rest are matte. Really pretty neutral matte shades. This shade right here leans with a little bit of an olive undertone. It's just gorgeous. And these are also magnetized inside the palette so you can remove them, but I really like this palette. So there are the first 4. These guys. Just really nice pigmentation. It was really easy to work with. Last 2. So deep, rich brown and black. It's such a pretty color story. I mean, it's neutral, but there's something, I don't know, something super pretty about this guy. So that is the palette that came in the Roaring Hearts collection right there. And a huge thank you to Colourpop for sending this over. I love this palette. For whatever reason, I don't know, I really get the holiday vibes from this one, even though it's like a neutral palette. And then lastly, I received a PR package from Florasis, which is a Chinese-based beauty brand that makes some of the most stellar, immaculate looking makeup pieces I have ever seen. That's like not even an over-exaggeration. I was just beside myself when I opened up the packaging. I've only used one product because I haven't been able to bring myself to ruin the embossing on the others just yet. They are also doing a sale, and I had mentioned this brand a while back. They had sent me some PR, but they weren't shipping to the United States yet. Now they have a website that you can purchase products and they ship them to the United States. So I'm really contemplating. I've got like a decent amount of money worth of products, like backup products to these products because I want to use them. But just wait till you see them. So I'm going to show you the product that I did use. It is stunning. It goes over my dry skin really nice. And this is a highlighter. So this is the Florasis Peach Blossom Carved Flower Pattern Highlighter. And this is the 01 shade right here. So this has got 10 grams of product. The majority of the writing on these is, I believe, in Mandarin, but this is the packaging on the highlighter. Then this is kind of part of their core collection, I believe. And this is stunning. It is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful embossing, but the highlighter itself is beautiful. Like it's one of them high shine. Oh gosh, I've got a mess going on. Let me clean that up. So let's try that again here. But this is the swatch. Wait till you guys see this shine. It is so beautiful. I believe there are 2 shades of this available. The other one is kind of more of a peachy shade, but this is the 01. Look at that. It is stunning. It goes over my drier skin type well, but it goes on kind of like super high shine if I were to spritz it with like the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Mist, but it's beautiful. So that guy right there is the Peach Blossom Carved Flower Pattern Highlighter in 01 right there, and that's what the packaging looks like. It's so pretty, right? Now we're going to get into the Impressions of Dye collection, which is their most recent collection. And they just, the stuff that I got from them before was, I thought, like amazing, but they really outdid themselves with this one. So this is the gorgeous Peach Blossom Silk Powder. This is what the packaging looks like. It's beautiful. This guy's got, let me see if I can find how much is in here. 8 grams of product. And I apologize in advance because I have not used this yet because I have not been able to bring myself to ruin the embossing just yet. But I'll peel the plastic off with you here. It's so pretty. So this is like, it's not a sticker. It's like intricate 3D, full on. A jewel in there. It's beautiful, beautiful packaging. Like, I just look at products like this. Like, there's some other brands like Flower Nose and what's that other one that I'm trying to think of? ZC. Like, when I see products like this, I'm just like, how come more brands can't do stuff like this? Because this is just like blows a lot of stuff out of the water. But anyway, this is the powder. And it has got a peacock embossed in 2 shades. There's like a pinky half and kind of a cream half. And It's a baked gelée formulation, I can tell by looking at it, and I just can't bring myself to put a brush in this. I know, right? So this is a product that I've got another one in my cart because I think I'm going to buy this one and then probably the eyeshadow palette are two that I want, and then there's another eyeshadow palette that I don't have that's got really intricate embossing that I want too, but this is crazy. And there's actually a powder from Flower Nose that is my favorite under eye setting powder. It's the more moisturizing formulation. I don't even know if I showed you guys these yet, but I ordered 3 refills. They're not here yet, but it's this collection right here. And I purchased Flower Nose off of the Alpha Beauty website. But their powders are so, so beautiful. And I think that this one's kind of going to be similar because this is a baked gelée powder as well. So that's what I have left. This is my favorite under eye setting powder, and I have a feeling that this one's going to be similar to this one, so that's why I want to get another one to use and one just to look at, which is, I know, ridiculous, but again, this is so pretty. So this is the Florasis Gorgeous Peach Blossom Silk Powder, and again with that, isn't that pretty, you guys? It's just stunning. And then there is the Gorgeous Peach Blossom Powder, and this one's got 8.5 grams of product. So this is a loose powder opposed to the other one, which is a pressed like baked gelée. Again, same impressions of dye collection right there. I believe their powders come in like different compacts, and their permanent ones too, and then their collections, they have got this really special packaging. I haven't pulled the sticker off this one too. It's actually got directions, and I was really confused until I looked at the sticker on the top that you twist this compact. I'll show you in a minute, but it says on the directions on the sticker. The same beautiful packaging, it is stunning. And so what you do is you twist the sideways like this to open it. I was trying to like open it from the little piece right here, and I was like, is this broke? No, it's not broke. You twist it. There's directions. And then you open it up, and it's kind of like in a cushion style. It's got a beautiful, super soft puff in there, and then you open up and there's a powder that's inside of there. So this powder actually has kind of a silica feel to it, which makes it really good for taking down shine. And again, it's got this beautiful puff powder, little cap, and you put the little powder in there, and the compact is just, and you twist it to close it. It's stunning. So that's the loose Gorgeous Peach Blossom powder right there. And then there are 2 lipsticks that were sent over. This first one is M9420. This is the packaging again. This has got a gold with turquoise blue accent to it. You attach the little tassel right there. That does come off. And then there's a key right here. Well, it looks like a key, like keyhole, and then you push it and then the lipstick pops out. I'm just gonna show you guys the embossing on this one because I'm actually going to gift this to somebody that I know is really going to love the color. I just know I won't wear this one as much as I would wear the other one. But the peacock feathering and the peacock is embossed all the way around the bullet of this. Like the finest of detailing. And again, that is the M9420 shade right there. It's so pretty. And this packaging, it's just... it's crazy that like there was such beautiful packaging. And then there's the shade M9213, which is a little bit more neutral. I didn't put the tassel on this one. It's in a little package yet. But this is a little bit more of a neutral rose shade. And I've been having a hard time reading the embossing on this one too, but I will swatch it for you guys. I'll just kind of use the tip on the back of my hand right here. So there's the shade M9213. I haven't put this all over my lips just yet, but it appears to be a really like creamy type of formulation. And then there is this F-Light Feathery Loose Powder Brush that came in this little box right here. And it has got one of those little keepers that are on it, but you can set this on your vanity like this. And this here, it took me a minute. It almost looked like it was a real material, but it's not. It's a super soft synthetic, but the bristles are still kind of textured on the end, and it's making me want to like buy their brush set too. But that is what the handle looks like, and it's like a fan that goes into like a teardrop, and it's pinched, and it's kind of their little travel kind of little brush, and it's so soft, like really soft synthetic brush while still having like a texture on the bristle. They also sent over this moisturizing ginseng lip mask, which I haven't tried this yet, but the packaging is cute on this one too. It comes with a little spatula inside the box, and then here It's your lip mask. It's just the cutest. And this one just appears to be a clear. It does have a slight kind of sweet, maybe a hair of mint, but not a lot in there. Maybe that's what ginseng smells like. But really cute little lip mask right there. And I know I've been holding out the best for last. This is the product that I really, really want to swatch, but haven't been able to bring myself to swatch. This is also from the Impressions of Dye collection. This is the Oriental Shine Makeup Relief Palette. Here is the box packaging. Again, stunning. This is the actual packaging in line with the others, but wait till you guys see this. This is just a piece of art. It is just a piece of art. And I've watched their kind of little videos and stuff on it of how they use them as eyeshadows and stuff. So this is a baked gelée formulation. I do have a palette that I have used from Florasis, and they're like, they can be built up to have like more pigmentation, but they have that same, it's really popular, the look over in Asia with like this wash kind of a deal. They're like that, but they can also be built up with pigmentation. I'm going to swatch because I'm petty, I'm going to swatch the one from the fan palette so you can kind of get an idea, because again, I just haven't been able to bring myself to put my fingers into this. It's so, so pretty. This one right here is like a duochrome. It's like a blue-brown with like green flecks in it. It's stunning. It's just stunning. Like how does a guy use this? You know what I mean? Oh, it's so pretty. But let me grab that other palette. So this is the palette I was talking about. I did end up getting another one of these. So I've used this one. This is also a baked gelée formulation, so similar to the one I just showed you. So it's like in a fan style. And this one is on sale on the website too. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an idea. So I'll swatch this pink one and this blue one so you can see how beautiful the sparkles are, and then I'll do this brown one. It's so hard to ruin this intricate embossing, you guys, but I have another one. It'll be fine. I mean, there's horses in there, you know, just so you guys can see get an idea of like the formulation from Florasis, because again, if I do end up getting another one of those other ones, I will swatch one of the palettes for you guys, but I just can't bring myself to do it just yet. So you can see right there, they do have really pretty pigmentation, and then these two shades you can use as a blush as well. They're like really natural kind of blushes. Ooh. Right there. You can kind of still see the embossing with the like motifs that are in this, but gosh darn, this brand, it's just beautiful. And a huge, huge thank you to Florasis for sending those over. Again, I did see that they were having a sale. I think it's 25% off. It looks like everything but the newest Impressions of Dye collection. So yeah, I've got things in the bucket. And that is everything that I have for my haul today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye.